In this video, I am going to share my knowledge and experience about goldfish with you. I've had goldfish before, and because I didn't watch a video like this, I made a fatal mistake. I changed 75% of their water without acclimating them to the new water, which caused them to go into shock and sadly die. I don't want you to make any fatal mistakes like I did, so that is why I will show you what not to do and what to do to give your goldfish a long, happy life. Although this may look like a good goldfish tank, it is definitely not a good size. Most of the time, fish sellers sell goldfish when they are still young, so if you put them in a small bowl, they won't have any room to grow. Although it might sound crazy, the smallest tank you should give your goldfish should be around 30 gallons and 4 feet long because they can grow to be 6 inches in captivity. Unfortunately, most people think they can only grow to be about 1 to 2 inches and keep them in a small tank, which delays their growth. First of all, in a small tank, the water becomes easily polluted by fish poop and fish food, which causes many diseases and lowers the immunity of your goldfish. Secondly, small aquariums do not allow a lot of swimming space, which is bad for their muscles because they need room to form a good body shape. Lastly, keeping your goldfish in a small aquarium won't allow them to grow to be their full potential. And PetKeen.com says there is a high risk of muscle atrophy, which is the loss of muscle tissue. And if you want to mimic your goldfish's natural habitat, I would definitely recommend buying some plants from a local pet store. By the way, I learned that if you buy a Java fern and plant it in stratum, it will grow baby Java fern, which you can carefully take off and plant in your tank. It saved me a lot of money from buying more plants. I would also recommend hiding spots like a fish tunnel, a cave, and plants. Having a hiding spot will benefit your goldfish in case they ever feel stressed or frightened. This part is really important because it makes tap water safe for your fish. To make tap water safe, I would use top fin water conditioner, add 1 millimeter for each 2 gallons of tap water, and then add the new water to your tank. I would also recommend changing your aquarium water at least once every 2 weeks and change the filter in your aquarium. By the way, a filter basically cleans the water of debris, removes the toxic buildup of ammonia and nitrates, and aerates the water so your fish can breathe, which, unless you want an aquarium full of dead fish, is a very good thing to have in your tank. When changing the water, take out around 25% of your water. It also depends on how much fish are in your aquarium, because more fish make the water changes more frequent. Also remember not to change any more than 50%, because otherwise your goldfish would go into shock, and completely replacing the water in your fish tank is a bad idea, because it would kill beneficial bacteria that live in your tank and reset the nitrogen cycle, which would kill your fish. The water temperature in your fish tank should be around 65 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Definitely buy a heater for your fish tank and set it to the right temperature. If your tank gets too hot, just put ice in the Ziploc bag and float it on the top of your tank to lower the temperature. Then take it out once the ice melts. Lastly, you should buy API aquarium test strips just to be safe and check the water parameters in your tank. The pH for your fish should be around 6.5 to 7.5. If your pH is too low or high, just buy API proper pH 7.0. This is the food I feed my fish. You can go to the pet store or buy online any goldfish food you would like to feed your fish. I recommend feeding your fish 2 times a day, in the morning and at night. Try your best not to overfeed your fish because overfeeding is the most common mistake new fish owners make. When you give fish too much food, the remnants can clog your filter and break down into toxins that are harmful to your fish. Also, fish have small bellies, so it may seem like they want more, even if their bellies are full. Health problems that happen with overfeeding is improper digestion, fatty liver, and fin rot. Goldfish are generally non-aggressive fish, so they can be kept with most community fish if the other fish are larger than the size of the goldfish's mouth. Remember that goldfish grow to be big, so make sure the other tank mates aren't too small. I don't recommend neon tetras or any small fish. When I had goldfish, I had a mystery snail, and he was perfectly fine with the other 2 goldfish in the tank. I know this is a lot of information when goldfish seem like such an easy pet, and most of the time it ends up with you buying most of the things listed in this video for your goldfish. But don't worry because there are always other fish that aren't too much work. Like a betta fish would be a good and easy pet because they don't need a filter to live, although I would recommend a filter because it adds oxygen to the water, keeps your tank clean, and removes harmful bacteria from your betta's water. If you already have a goldfish or just want to know some information in case your goldfish ever gets sick, I would recommend you take a look at this website, which has a lot of common illnesses and how to watch out for them. By the way, if your goldfish has Camellinus codi, which is basically red worms that suck on the blood of your fish from within, check out my video on how to kill the worms with a very good treatment I found.